How's it going, guys? It's back again with some more Brawl here on the channel. Today, we're checking up on an old Menace, Rusko, Clockmaker. Known, uh, known maker of clocks. And, Brawl Q staple. He was for Bennett, anyways. He's since been overshadowed a bit by more prominent problematic cards, but he's still around. Hey opponent, have you seen my clock? It's a pretty good clock, I think. Pretty good clock. I didn't build this deck to be optimal. I just kind of wanted to see if a Toxrill, or not a Toxrill, if a Rusko on the battlefield elicited the same reaction that it generally does, which is quiet resignation. Toxrill, he used to be in the same spot. He was never as bad, but he used to be in the same spot where he would be in your opponent's command zone. They would ramp for the first 3 turns of the game, countering wherever they could, and then he would come down on turn 5 or 6 and just make everybody sad. Please go away, Muriel. Nobody likes you. Rusko is well aware of that fact. I feel like I don't see him as much of a used to on the ladder. And maybe it's him just not playing in the right circles of commanders, but like, I don't see him a lot. I've seen Adeline before, recently. Alright, Rumor Gatherer. Try then draw, depending on how many creatures have entered the battlefield. Alliance is just kind of... what is that creature type? It's not ally. Is it ally? It was from Zendikar, basically. The anti-Eldrazi forces would enter the battlefield and trigger each other. Supposed to be big, Do I Toxic Deluge? Kinda. I think I kinda Toxic Deluge. Clockmaker replays himself, so... Do want... Although next turn I think I play Toxrill, just so that it doesn't get shuffled. The old Zero Mana attack. I don't think white has a haster, so I don't imagine I'll be punished. Spam clicking, you get through your turn quicker, is not necessarily a good thing, but... Cast 2 more spells, opponent. Hand shuffling is a habit that's hard to break. It's more fun in real life, but it is still technically possible in Arena. Yep, I am I'm playing fun cards. Golgari Goblin. Very big Golgari fan myself. Don't know. They might be disconnecting, or they might be real, but when you're playing Rusko, you can't really can't really put too much ire on somebody else not wanting to play the game with you. Oxreal opponent. We won't be attacking. This Toxic is going to kill that token anyways. And when that token dies, we'll get a slug. I wanted to build Slug Tribal at some point, but it's just like 3 slugs. And a tribal deck is not made of 3 cards. Because generally at that point, it just becomes a Changeling deck. And even a Changeling deck wouldn't work, because most of the Changelings are in Simic, and or at least on Arena they're in Simic. In Paper Magic, they're all over the place, right? Because they were from a set back in the day where it's a bad choice to attack opponent, because then I just get 2 more slugs. Result. Okay. Karn's Temporal Thunder. Extra turn. GG. Oof. So, yeah, this guy, he probably still held Q material. It took me, honestly, more than 1 game. We did some practice games, and, the deck did not perform great, but, you know, just talking about new sleeves, we will set that as default. Look at that. We got new sleeves. We got a Rusko deck to play around with. We're not quite at my goal for coinage for the upcoming set, but we do have some wild cards in the bank, which are worth a little bit of coinage. We'll keep it. It's a little slow, but it's got a good mid game. Man, this card, I had one really good game with it when it first came out, and then I never used it again. Bushwhack. Okay. Yeah, so this video should come out on the 23rd, and there probably won't be a video on the 24th. There might be. Hey, Sethith, you want an enchantment? Because I still am divided on how to do that. There have been set releases where I've skipped the video of the set release day, and then there have been ones where I haven't, and I generally don't. But we'll see when we get there. It's still a few days away, so there's plenty of time to. I think I actually just want Rusko. Rusko is ramp, and ramp is life. Kill him. Kill him, opponent. See what happens. I'll just play him again. Stronger. borrow me one of them. Flying first strike, lifelink. Oh, I got a clue. More clocks, please. Our opponent can play their commander again. And then maybe they have a 2-mana enchantment to actually draw a card off of them. It doesn't matter too much, because if they do, what's going to happen is we're just going to Toxic Deluge. Gonna borrow that. Gonna cast that so it doesn't go away. Then we will leave up Mastermind, just in case our opponent tries to draw some cards. The Tale of Phial has ended in tragedy, I'm afraid. I never know how to use Portent of Calamity, so I might as well just not even try. Aha. Could be good. It's not going to save our creatures from our wrath, but it will save them from our opponent's wrath, and apparently they have a lot of them. So. A Weaver of Harmony with lifelink. Do I want a wrath? If I don't want wrath, I have to do nothing. And then next turn I just wrath. If I want a wrath, I have to spend 3 mana this turn to put an 11th counter on my midnight clock to guarantee. Why are you pumped? Never gonna get there anyways. Should we do it this way? The Massacre Girl way is more fun, I think. We will swing like this. Massacre Girl? Everything dies. And then we'll get down an island maker. Shuffle and redraw. Pretty bad redraw, but We don't have 2 blue cards. GG. Well, I think we're gonna end it off here for now. Like, this was an experiment, and we got our results. We don't need game 3. Plus, we're at 15 minutes. We're probably gonna go over if we have to play another game with this guy. Either way, if you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.